Hello, 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 hello. This is Lord Chipmunk once again, and I'm going to show you a bit of low tier action. So, I have a couple of low tier tanks that I keep because they're just good fun, and this is one of them. And both of these games are going to be low tier tanks, so I'm going to start off here. And the video has got the name for a very good reason. There are two European servers, EU1 and EU2. I am on one of them at the moment, and I had a couple of games on it about the time when I recorded this, and they're a bit laggy. And so this is the good lag bit. I say good. So it's a tier 2 game. We are bottom tier, but what do we care? We're in a Loltraktor. We've got a pretty decent gun actually, considering it's only a tier 1 gun. It's not very accurate, but it fires rapidly enough that who cares. I've got the stock gun, it's worth pointing out. I think that's the best one on the Loltraktor. I've got a 100% crew. I'm grinding through my first crew skill on them. Yeah, I'm a dirty seal clubber. I've got binoculars, camouflage net on it, just to get some view range up. And these are transferable bits of equipment, so you know, it's not as if I'm spending a vast amount of money that's just going to be used on this tank. I can move them and use them on anything I want. And I hate camping the base on Malinovka. People call it Kampanovka for a reason. Don't camp the base. It's a rubbish idea. You can do, however, is go over here. So I like this little corner, this little outcrop. You've got a couple of bushes here which you can hide in, and if you don't shoot, you can just scout from here and get some spotting damage. Or alternatively, you can use this as a great spot to make a kill from. And so, to kick proceedings off, we're just going to sit here, let our binoculars and camouflage net come up, and oh look, a friend. Ah, two friends. Cheeky little blighters. So, this is a T-18. D18 from the front is really well armoured, so I'm going to switch targets. Because this is... oh, something weird with the replay there. Because this is a Loltraktor, the gun's not bad, but taking a T18 on from the front... ugh. So we're going to have a go at this light tank instead, which is the M2 Light, and bazinga, he's dead. Someone else takes out the T18, which is a very, very dangerous machine. And we're 3-2 up. Huzzah. That seems pretty good. So, we're still going to sit here, got our binoculars, and of all the tier 1s, one of the reasons I really like the Loltraktor, in fact probably the primary reason, is that of all the tier 1s, it has the best view range. So, and that's something you can abuse so much, especially with the 100% crew and binoculars. So, we've got this T7, who's making a run down here. He's not going to survive, we're just going to give him a really bad day. Boom, he's on 59%. 34, he's on fire, and he's dead. There's a very good chance, I can almost guarantee, that he lit me up. So I'm taking a bit of a risk by not moving here. When I say I take a bit of a risk, you could read into that I'm being stupid. Oh look, so we have a Panzer 35T, and I put some shots into him. He's on 63%, and you can see he's tier 2, I'm tier 1, but this gun's perfectly capable of making a mess of him. That hit his gun mantle, fair enough. And I put a few more shots in, trying to follow him out, but, you know, gets away on, like, 30% health or something. Fair enough. Again, well, he wasn't firing back, so maybe I wasn't spotted, and, oh look, oh god, it's a T60. T60s are tough little blighters from the front, not from the side, but, oh dear, he turns his front to me, and I'm not gonna do that, so we switch target. Let's go for something I can hurt. It's a T7. I can hurt him. He says, not hurting him. Oh, it seems some of him is covered by a building by the look of it. So there we go, we put him on about quarter health. I have another shot, just in case, because, you know, this thing gets 150 shells. And you'll notice I have 150 AP. I don't load any premium, because this is a tier 1 machine. And I don't load any high explosive because low tier high explosive is garbage. This is a 37mm gun, for goodness sake. Why would you load high explosive? It's more effort than it's worth. So we're still going to sit here with 5-4 up, which is okay. You know, I've got 2 kills. Things are going alright. Now, you could argue that what I should have done at this point is actually moved up, but in fact I appear to be doing exactly that. The Loltraktor is reasonably manoeuvrable, but it's not very fast, and the armour is garbage. So, this is not an assault tank. Oh dear, we're starting to lose some with 5-6 down. This is a support tank. You sit behind allies, and you pew-pew them at them. To be honest, you could say the same thing of many of the tier 1s. This one in particular, especially with the awesome view range. Awesome for a tier 1, I should say. And for a tier 1 machine, this is a good machine and it's fun. So, the guys who went up top have either A, died, or B, gone out of my signal range. And I've moved up, so I reckon they're dead. It looks like one of my teammates there is trying to shoot me for reasons known only to himself. So I've taken a slightly more advanced position up here, but I'm still being cautious because, you know, a T18 will kill me in one shot. I'm a tier 1 in a tier 2 game. Those T7 cars, some people think they're not very good, but what they do have going for them is a lot of damage in one clip. They'd just nuke me. Panzer 35T I already know has an autocannon, he'd take me out in a clip. T57 Heavy would take me out in one hit. T60, depends what gun he's got. But I'm really squishy. I'm a tier 1, I'm bottom tier, you know. It's a tier 1 machine. Of course you're squishy. So I'm being a bit cautious here. We've got a T7 who's moving up. And oh, they've pushed through that flank. Well, I wondered if that was the case. And there's a building in the way, which is kind of irritating. So I can't have a go at Manka, who is in the T26. T26 is a good little machine. Oh dear, we're 5-8 down. Oh, this is not going well, is it? Suddenly, you know, things have taken a turn for the worse, and oh, what is that T7 doing? I mean, this is a tier 2 game. People don't know what they're doing, and he's just driven out into no man's land, and perhaps unsurprisingly, just got nuked for it. So, we're 5-9 down now. And you'll notice there's a common theme with the two games I'm showing you. There's no point really getting angry at your teams here when you're losing down at this level, because, you know, if you call someone a noob, for instance, well, yeah, that's true. This is a tier 2 game. These guys have probably played like 10 games, if that. Anyway, T26, it's a good tank, but I can still put the hurt down on him. I can put the hurt down on any of these guys. So there we go. There's a quarter of his health off. Half. He's not moving. 3/4. I missed the next shot. Rushed that shot. Missed that one. He's chinking well. And there we go, sod it. There's a closer target, more pressing target. No, but I can't shoot him. And oh good lord, there's people behind me. Oh, this looks bad. This looks really bad. Oh god, it's a T18. Oh Christ, but it's a T18 with his backside to me. Lord Leder. No idea what that means. Is he talking to me? Haven't got a clue. But either way, this guy's on 12%. T18 is very dangerous. We're going to end him. Next, T7 car. Made of tissue paper, but he can put a horrible, horrible amount of damage into me, i.e. just kill me. And you can see I've burned through almost 50 shells so far. I mean, this thing is very trigger. I'm very trigger happy in the Loltraktor. Keep going. Oh, he's on 47%. 20. 0. And we're on 4 kills. Bottom tier, we're on 4 kills, but so is their T26. Oh, that's a nuisance. Well, never mind. And at this point, I'm getting somewhat worried about the base, because there's only 3 of us left. Only one of them is anywhere near the base. I know there was that T26 down there, and he's on 4 kills now. Someone congratulates me for getting 4 kills in a Loltraktor. Well, thank you very much for saying so, but I am clubbing seals, clubbing them hard. I tell them there's a T26 on low health, and you know, if you're a good player, well, at least got a bit of experience under your belt, a 100% crew, the odd bit of equipment here or there, you can do a lot of damage in a low tier game and make a really big difference. So someone is capping our base, and to give credit, the T18 is coming back to help. And the T7 car, while he's not explicitly coming back to help, he's not on a fat lot of health. So we're going to have to do something. And it's another T7 car. This was shortly after the T7 was gifted to people. Miss. I mean, this gun is not very accurate, but I do like it. You just miss and fire off another shot. We're up to 80 base cap points. Oh, there we go. Oh, someone else is capping. T7 car is dead. Someone else has most of the cap points. Remember that T26? Dead. There we go. There's my defender medal. There's only 2 of us left though. Oh, and there's 5 of them left. Oh dear. And I've taken some damage at last. I'm up to 5 kills though. Now, this video is called Good Lag, Have Fail. Here's the lag bit. You see that bit of reversing? The game lagged out, server lag, and I was just left driving backwards. Pretty sure it was server lag, because as soon as I changed servers I didn't have the problem anymore, but not everyone seems to be affected by it, as you're going to see. Now, my T18 friend nails one of their tier 1s, which is good. You know, he probably wasn't a massive threat, certainly not to a T18, but that's one fewer guy that you have to worry about. And oh good lord, there's a thing, and oh good lord, there's another one. Is that the, looks like the T7 car. We missed the first shot. Second one ends it. Top gun. And in a minute, oh, our T18 looks like he's in trouble. Oh, there's a Loltraktor on the enemy team who, he's in a clan, so don't be surprised if he's pretty good. But the artillery nails him, so now it's me v3. Now this is not an impossible situation. I can do this. Remember that server lag I was talking about? Now this is a bad engagement, he's hull down. That doesn't mean, the armor's not a problem, I mean, Loltraktor does not have good armour, but it means he's a much smaller target, and I don't have that advantage at the moment, so I'm just backing off. Backing off. And he misses me, this guy's not very accurate, I miss him. He misses me again, I put another shot through him. And that one misses. And one more misses. So, back off. He's on 7%. I do not want to get hit by artillery. There we go, good thing I backed off. I'm on 47 health. That Loltraktor is on 7%. The Panzer 35 is on low health, about a third health. I know that because I shot him earlier on. Maybe he's taken more damage since then, but he certainly hasn't healed. And then there's their artillery, which we can find later. We're backing off. That's it, it's fine, we're on Top Gun, we'll just wait for them to come. We can still do this. We can win. I can win. That'd also be a 9-kill game, which would be grand. Oh! Found their Loltraktor, and would you credit it, server lag. There we go, I'm on 11. Bounces on my backside somehow, and I'm dead. Because of server lag. Huzzah! So that was good lag. We're now going to move on to have fail. And by all means, have a look at the post-game battle results. Bear in mind that because I get some, I got a battle award for this, I still get the 1.5 times experience buff for winning. I just don't get the ×2 victory, ×2 for the first victory of the day. Now the second game I'm going to show you was, I think, 1 or 2 games after this in the same evening. Yeah. Time for you to see, have fail. So, this is the second game of the 2, and we're in the Cruiser 3. This is one of my favourite tanks in the game. It's quite big for a tier 2 light tank, but it's got a great gun, or great selection of guns. I'm using the 2-pounder. It's mobile, it's got great gun depression, it's just such a good machine. The only thing it doesn't have is armour or health. It's quite flimsy and easy to hit, but it's so good. This is the second part of a double-parter, so this is the have failed part. There's two different failures in this game. The first, my team. My team is not good, but you know, you can't really whinge about a poor team down here at tier 2. These guys have probably played like 10 games, or many of them. But there are some players who are clan members, maybe they just had bad games, whatever. And I make a series of mistakes right at the end, which is really frustrating. And I said these two games have something in common. Maybe you can guess what it is. Anyway, we're actually on the same map. And so, having seen the previous game, you can probably guess what I'm about to do. And I actually think the Cruiser is better at this because it has gun depression. So you have to expose less of your tank. Now, one of our allies just, well, is swimming with the fishes. And, okay, the one disadvantage of this position is you can't really put fire onto that far side effectively. You just can't see enough of their tank. And the gun on this thing is rapid firing, and for a tier 2 gun, it's reasonably accurate, but that's for a tier 2 gun. That does not mean it's an accurate weapon at all. Anyway, ooh, he stopped. Boom, headshot, dead. Kill number 1. Now we're top tier, we're at tier 2. Last time we were bottom tier, but again, a lot of the time it really doesn't matter. Okay, maybe it means we're more flimsy. Tier 2, kill 2, I've no idea what the artillery was doing. It's entirely possible he doesn't even know that by pressing shift you bring up an overhead view. Maybe he thinks you have to use direct fire all the time. Anyway, he'll presumably learn. And again, maybe not. Yeah, so we are top tier. Oh, if you're bottom tier, it just means you're more likely to die in 1 or 2 shots, and the enemies take longer to kill, which sucks. But you can hurt them. That's right, have 45 damage to the face, Mr. Cruiser. And if you look at both the Loltraktor and the Cruiser 3, and I didn't realise this until quite recently, they're both quite popular tanks for seal clubbing. Easy way to tell. If you go on Noob Meter or any other World of Tanks stats website and look at the average win rates of these vehicles, the Cruiser here, the average win rate is something like 65%. Now the machine is good, but it's not that good. It's simply because it's a popular machine for people, experienced players, to take into a low tier game, relax, unwind, have some fun, and shoot some new players in the face. And as I say, this is one of my favourite tanks, possibly my favourite tank in the game. It's only one of my favourites. And you can see what was a pretty good situation is looking, well, not bad, but certainly not good. We're 4-6 down. We've currently got 2 kills. I said the team was bad, so perhaps you can judge how this scoreline is going to go. So we currently have half of our team's kills. 4-7. Oh, it's a Tetrarch. That's a dangerous little machine. It's got pretty much the same gun that the Cruiser does, but it's faster, smaller, probably better armoured. I mean, I don't know if it's well armoured, but the Cruiser armour is garbage, but it's a premium tank. It's a Russian premium, but you can't buy it anymore. There's kill 3, and the one nice thing about this gun is if you come across a T18, for instance, you can go straight through the front, especially if you aim for the weak spots. For anyone that doesn't know, weak spots on a T18 are the hull, not the superstructure, the hull, and the gun. The gun takes up quite a lot of space, and it's a weak spot, so you can put shots straight through there. 6-9, okay, we're 3 down, that's alright. But anyway, you can put shots straight through the gun. Bazinga, you can kill him. So, what we got over here? Oh, it's that Cruiser again. He's not looking too happy. He's really not looking too happy. Kill 4. We're 2 tanks down. Okay, this is looking doable. This is okay. We can do this. Oh. 3 tanks down. What's next? Okay. We have got a T7 car. Oh, right, well, we can make a mess of him. But again, he can make a mess of us if he gets close enough. But with any luck he won't do that, especially with someone else having shot him. Now, the tier 1 actually gets the kill there. This NC-31's a good player, and you'll notice the 4 of us who are left are all in clans. That probably indicates that we're all at least moderately experienced. But none of them are clan platoons. And between us, we have 8. In fact, we have all 8 of the team's kills, with me leading the way, which is always nice. Now, that was a bit of a cheeky shot, bit of a snapshot. Dead. That's the important point. So we're still 2 down. And we just lost Piwo Paliwo, who was on 2 kills, T18, good tank. He seems to be at least a vaguely competent player. And that Idefix you. That T18 on the enemy team is making me a little bit nervous. They're on 4 kills. I don't know. T18's a strong machine. I mean, oh god. If the guy's on 4 kills, presumably he knows what he's doing. But I'm on 5, so you know. And this little NC-31, he's a tier 1 machine. There's only 1 tier 1 on each side. They each have at least 1 kill. He actually has 2. He's a good little player. Actually, you'll see that later on. He is a good player. So the NC-31 is the Chinese tier 1 tank based on the French machine. Boom, we put some damage into that cruiser, that one misses. Bazinga, 6 kills. That's probably Top Gun. Unless I die in this, the T18 when the enemy team gets both of us. So the 2 of us left have 8 of our team's 10 kills between us, which is pretty good going. We're losing by 2. But this is still doable. We just have to be careful. So, ooh, medium. This is like shooting an XP pinata. These things have no armour, they're massive targets, they've got quite a lot of health, there's 1 dead, and you can just ply shots into them, you'll penetrate every single time. And they take 3 or 4 shots from this gun to kill. Oh, that one missed. And 1%, boom. 8 kills. Suddenly, well, we are actually a tank down, because if you remember, there was a guy right at the beginning who drowned. There we go. Them's the breaks. Anyway, that Tetrarch is still around, which is also slightly worrying. Tetrarch was a gift vehicle, like Christmas 2011 or something like that. I don't own one. It does occasionally crop up in the gift shop. It's a very good machine. As I say, same 2-pounder pretty much as this tank, which will pen anything it meets frontally. AMX-38, yeah, for instance, tier 3, light tank, French, 60mm of sloped armour. The penetration on this gun is, what, 64 or something? 64. But if you hit the ring between the turret and the main body of the vehicle on an AMX-38, that ring isn't sloped. Well, not as well. And so you can just pen him and kill him from the front. Done it. So I decided to move here. I don't seem to be spotting a great deal much from where I am. So we're going to try and hole up in another bush and let our binos, camo neck, do their thing. Oh, hello. 81. Dangerous machine. Russian tier 2 TD. I'm probably going to take a hit here. I do, but I can kill him. And now you'll see that 1 hit from the 81 put me on less than half health. That's going to bite me in the arse later on. But 9 kills. And we're evens, and there's that Tetrarch. I'm missing. But NC-31 nails him. Wow. Suddenly, I thank him because, yeah, suddenly this is doable. We have 12 kills between the 2 of us, and there's 1 enemy tank left, but it's that T18 and he'd been bothering me. I have no idea where he is. and I'm about to have a retard moment. Unfortunately. I am about to have pants on head retard moment. So, I'm going to go over in this bush again and see what I can spot. Remember, this tank has good gun depression. T18 is a tough nut to crack from the front. Oh god, there he is. Right. Shot. Probably damaged his track. Shot. Miss. Shot. Miss. The NC puts a shot into him. He's on 70% health. Oh, he stops. And I try and shoot him in the front. I'm aiming for that gun. What I should be doing is shooting him in the side. That one was unlucky. Now I'm worried. So I put some damage on him, but he's shot the NC-31, and now, okay, I move, which decreases my accuracy, and I'm dead. So, I made 2 mistakes there at the end. And the NC-31, he goes, yeah. I made 2 mistakes there at the end. One, I shot the front of the tank when the side was an option. I did that because I thought the angle would make the side armour too bouncy. But the thing with the T18 is that you only need a little bit of angling on the front, and whilst you can go through the T18 with that gun, you only need a little bit of angling and it becomes very difficult. So I should have gone for the side armour. I got unlucky, RNG kicked me in the pants there. But I also started moving. If I'd originally, I was getting desperate. If I'd originally taken up a position that put me more hull down, yeah, hidden more of my tank, maybe we could have pulled that off. Anyway, there we go. I can't complain too much about that game. I got 9 kills, I got a load of XP. As you'll see from the post-game stats, it wasn't that bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Ta-ra!